After being detained on several counts of child abuse, Ruby Franke made a string of unsettling phone calls to her divorced husband, Kevin Franke, from the jailhouse. Ruby may be heard accusing the devil of being the cause of her actions in one of the calls between the parents of 6 children that Utah prosecutors made public on Friday. During a call on September 1st, the creator of 8 Passengers declared, "Satan has taken everything that I love away from me. I'm also a decent woman. I don't act inappropriately. I'm a very decent girl." Subsequently, Kevin informed her that he will do everything that he can to keep truth in our family. Kevin has subsequently filed for divorce. "I pledge my all to our family," he declared. "No matter what, I'm devoted to you and our marriage. I'll be here to help in any manner that I can." The infamous YouTuber said she felt completely misunderstood at another point in the chat, drawing a comparison between herself and Mormon founder Joseph Smith. In addition, Ruby promised Kevin, who maintained he was not involved in the abuse, that he could have the house in exchange for their children being returned. The youngest son of the former marriage broke free from Ruby and Jody Hildebrandt's workplace, where he and his younger sister were being held captive, just 2 days before. The 12-year-old can be seen sprinting to their neighbor's house in recently revealed escape video, pleading with them to contact the police as a favor. The youngster, identified as RF in court records, was covered with sores, appeared hungry, and had duct tape around his wrists and ankles. Ruby and Hildebrandt were taken into custody on suspicion of several counts of aggravated child abuse after the police arrived. Even though Franke eventually entered a guilty plea to 4 felony counts of second-degree aggravated child abuse, she called Kevin again the day following her arrest to inquire about if she was in the news, and to assert that the inquiry was a witch hunt. She declared, "The devil has been pursuing me for years." For more, my love, on page 6. Upon hearing that her kids will be admitted to the hospital for 3 days, Ruby appeared more perplexed than worried. "It's just not required. It's so odd," she remarked. "They're attempting to make this seem worse." Ruby stated that adults have a really hard time understanding that children can be full of evil and what that takes to fight it. In a phone call that same day, the Washington County Attorney's Office released a case synopsis on Friday, in which the prosecution stated that Ruby and Hildebrandt's religious extremism was the driving force behind their horrific abuse of the children. The 2 children endured physical punishment in addition to starvation, beatings, long hours of labor in the heat without shoes or drink, and other mistreatment. In a handwritten journal, Ruby described the regular torture, adding that she once held her kid underwater while covering his nose. For the horrifying torture last month, the former YouTube celebrity was given a term of up to 60 years in jail. Hildebrandt was given the identical punishment. But according to Utah law, successive sentences for incarceration cannot be longer than 30 years. So, the Utah Board of Pardons and Parole will determine the length of her incarceration. The Department of Child and Family Services is still in charge of 4 of Franke's children. Kevin is currently working to win them back, though.